folks, Joe here from the Diershof. Recently I gave you an update video about the food forest small tour. I think it was in April. The plan is to get a food forest, but it will take a time. The trees are small, and so in the meantime it's more kind of a wilderness garden. And in that function, it's absolutely amazing as a pasture for insects and, of course, especially honeybees. Wow, I love that idea. You know, when I hear bee pasture, immediately Beorn comes to my mind, this giant skin changer from Tolkien's great book, The Hobbit. This guy lived in a vegetarian mode, raising bees, living, it was said, mostly from honey and cream. Interesting diet. And we are told he was also a very good baker. So the Beornings became famous for their great bakery, of course often honey based. You see, I'm a huge Tolkien fan, and the whole trilogy, Lord of the Rings, but also The Hobbit, is so inspiring in many ways. And I will talk in another movie more about this, but today it's really about pasture for insects and what we are doing here to approach this. And when we look at the Hobbit story, it is said, and I love this passage, that when Gandalf, Bilbo and the dwarfs approached the home of Beorn, they saw a change in the landscape. Suddenly it was all full of flowers, and they mentioned, or Tolkien mentioned even, what kind of flowers. So they were all from the Trifoliae family, so clovers family, in a larger context, and we have a lot of clovers too here, and they are really a great plant for insects and bees, and even more, they enrich the soil with nitrogen. So this is why they are part of a plant family or community called green fertilizers or plant fertilizers. So those plants, they fix nitrogen from the air into the soil, and only those plants can do it, living in symbiosis with some bacteria. So I will propagate some of these plants here and try to enhance them and grow them even more here in our wilderness garden or food forest. I made a previous video to do something against the insect decline we see worldwide, and I repeat this here. I want to encourage all of you to bring a little bit more biodiversity into your gardens and on your balconies. For all the pollinators, which do a great job and enable the growth of so many foods for mankind. So let's bring some more biodiversity into our homes and around it. See you next time. Cheers.